So this session, it's called adding 100K to your home value. It's something that is based on an article that I've been interviewed for Journal Magazine. So this is almost like a version 2.0 with a few little adjustments about what and how. So it's pretty exciting chat that we're going to have today. And so let's get into it. Beforehand, let me just tell you what's on the menu today. So today we have a few really nice, yummy things. We'll start with a bit of introduction. I'm going to run through the whole section of how to add 100K in value to your property, starting from a very low budget of $5,000. And we'll go through different steps and how does it affect it. I'm going to have 2 case studies for you guys today with real places, real numbers, and all of that. I will show you all the best ways to add value to your property. Also, we're going to talk about some mistakes because it's always good to learn from someone else's mistakes. It wasn't our mistakes. Mistakes that we came across when we saw people, renovators, people trying to do things. So we'll talk about what those mistakes are and how does it look like. I'm going to give you my best tips. So definitely wait for that of how to add value. And you're going to have 3 different treats on the end of the seminar. So just hold on to your seats, enjoy the ride, and you'll get those 3 treats. And of course, we will finish with some Q&A. So yeah, sounds good? Right, so who are we? What's going on here? So my name is James Goren. So I'm the founder of the Renovation Team. I have joined Appia about 8-9 years ago, and then I started to go into property investment. Very shortly, I discovered that adding value to your property is definitely the number one key that I found for myself to significantly increase the value of the property so I can refinance it, buy another property, and just keep going forward. Just as a side little story, I just got a phone call from my bank and 3 hours ago, and it says, "Yep, you're good to go to buy another one." So I'm very pleased, and it's all based on the fundamental that we're going to talk about it tonight. So, because another pre-approval, I'm happy. So during the years, I spent a lot of time investigating and learning about how to add value. We've done some really interesting things. We kind of been spotted by the Property Magazine, Staff Magazine. We've been interviewed. We're helping lots of people to add more value to the property because we pretty much become specialized of increasing the value of a property and doing a full do-up. Lately, we got into Sky TV. They appointed us, and we went there interview. And now there's a whole TV serial that's calling Adding Value, and it's all based on really cool stuff that we've done that I'll be glad to share with you guys later. Right, so where's all this information is coming from, and what's all the information, I think I'm going to share with you guys, it's not like a pure science math. It's not like 1 plus 1 is 2. It'll be really nice if you have an exact formula, but with the time, with the years, with all the experience that we've done, because we've done a lot of properties, we saw the valuation before and after. We did all kind of different type of valuation. So it's pretty much 10 years of experience. We've done about 150 projects, many property investors, but also homeowners. So the information is coming from what we have learned from that. We went with hundreds of people around their houses and jobs and so there's lots of knowledge that came from that one. We're working very closely with valuators and real estate people, so we kind of saw the whole transition of before, after, and how things affected. Now, the example we're going to talk about today is a $1 million property in Auckland, because this is kind of what the numbers are based, because the numbers you're going to see shortly, they're not working on a little shed in the middle of nowhere that nobody lives there. So it's based on kind of an average of $1 million property in central of Auckland. This is just as a reference point. Okay. Before we dive in and get into all the numbers and all the cool stuff, just a little bit of a declaration. So everything I'm sharing, it's all based on my experience. It's not like a perfect formula that if you follow that one, you're going to get exactly the same result. So case by case, you really need to check your part of what you're doing, how you're doing. And so I'm just giving you guys a general guidance from the best of my heart to help and teach other people and as how you can add value to the property. But it's not like a one-to-one ratio, because valuation, as you know, it could vary, and it does. Okay, so starting with a little budget of 50K. So this is like a low budget makeover. Let's say you have $5,000 to spend. So I believe that $5,000 can inflate the value up to about $40,000. How does it work? Let's dig in. So if you come and says, James, I have $5,000, and what would you advise me to do on my property to increase the value? Now, you could increase the value for a few reasons. Let's say you want to sell the property. Let's say you just want to refresh the property. You're still living in the property, but you want to just increase the value of the property so that you can revalue it, or you just want to just improve it a little bit and enjoy the property itself. So if I have a $5,000 budget, I would spend it this way. Starting from the outside to the inside, is I would put $1,000 on landscape, tidy up, water blaster, even a new letterbox, because the first impression that everybody have, valuators, every person, it's when they come to the property. If you have a new bathrooms, but the property, when you go to the property, it looks really bad, it's not really going to cut it. So presentation, it's really what it's all about. I will also spend another $1,000 on a really deep cleanup of the property. Now, when I say cleanup, is not just cleaning up. I'm talking about deep clean, carpet, washing the walls, all kind of bits and pieces. Walk around your property, everything that you're not using, chuck it to the bin, give it to someone, give it to recycle. Just clear the property. The bigger the property is from the inside, it's mean less rubbish, less things hanging around, old stuff, things that look bad and dated. It kills the valuation. You have like a couch that is sitting there, it's all falling apart, it's disgusting. It's like, yes, it doesn't have to do anything with the valuation, but it's the impression that counts. So deep cleanup, get a skip. It's good time to clean up and throw anything you don't need. The bigger the property, the less items are in the property, it's best for the valuation. Everybody knows that rubbish kills value. Trademark. Secondly, curtains and blinds. Those are easy things to do. With about $1,000 budget, you can buy and change some of the curtains or remove them or put roller blinds, because they are big in your face. People look at them, ooh, flowers, really? Blue and yellow? It just doesn't look new, doesn't look fresh. So remove those one, put more neutral colors, nothing that looks too fancy and crazy, or change them to some roller blinds. I would spend about $2,000 to do some little upgrades, and definitely lights. Let it be light. Light is number one. You put a great lights, removing some of the old bulbs, the chandelier that looks disgusting with dust on it. Change those one to something nice, clean, bright. Recessed LED lights. Definitely. Some of the switches, if they're old and falling apart, they can be replaced as well. So definitely light does a lot of impact. So what happened on this $5,000? We have clean house, clean from the inside, clean for the outside, new blinds, more lights, and nice fresh carpet that smells nice. And yeah, so that will affect the value for about up to the 40K mark based on my experience and statistics. That's a bloody good investment, I would say. Really good one. You're getting 8 times on the dollar. Excellent investment. And again, don't forget all of your mess, all of the things, remove it. It's time to let go. Let go. The next thing I would say, like a kind of a middle low budget, and that's if you take the low budget that we just talked about and plus paint and carpet, I would say if you spend about 20K, this is on a, again, 3-bedroom property in central Auckland, and let's say it's about, say, 80, 90 square meter, not a big house. So if you spend 20K, I believe it could affect the value up to 100K, and I'll show you how. Now, in addition to what we just talked now, you put another 20K on top of it. So that means that new carpets, of course, the curtains, because all the carpets they look bad. People don't want to step on it if it's just yucky. It has stains, it has smells. So fresh new carpet always win. Fresh new coat of paint. This is if the painting is in a reasonably good condition. So you put another layer or maybe another 2 layers. And when you have new carpet, a new paint, new layer, then suddenly everything looks so much nicer and it looks so much cleaner. So it just transferred the whole, because those are big items. The carpet goes everywhere, wall. So you change those two, suddenly the place looks so much fresher. It looks way better. When you do those things, normally you have no items inside, no furnitures, nothing. And then you only bring back the good stuff. So carpet and paint, about 15K plus this one. So about 20K on a really, really low budget, because, people can paint properties for about, 15 and 20K, depending on the size of them. But about 20K, that's what it gives you. And I strongly believe, and I've seen it as examples, that it can affect the value of the property up to about 100K based on a $1 million property. So it's about 10% of the value of the property on that investment. And that's really, really awesome, because sadly, it looks way much nicer and fresh. Right, so the next thing, if you take the budget of the low budget, plus paint, carpet, plus, now this is the big stuff, bathrooms and kitchen. Everybody knows, and everybody will tell you that carpet and kitchens, they sell. They make the property. Everybody looks at kitchens. They look at bathrooms. That's where the real value is, because those are the hard things to do. People don't do them just like that because it's really hard. You need empty house. You can't do it with someone living inside. But when you do the property, it massively, massively changes and impact the value of the property. So I would say you need to spend together, it'll be somewhere in the figures about 50 to 70K. 70K is about 7% of the value of the property. They are definitely strongly impacting, because by this time you have, if you think about it, new lights, carpets, paint, bathroom, kitchen, sink, oven. So it's almost like a full do-up, but this is like on a straightforward full do-up. No funny tricks, adding bedrooms, converting things. This is on a straight one-to-one, and that could definitely affect that one. So most of the jobs we're doing is what we call full do-up. It's like a complete makeover, and that's where customers really see a big boost on the value, and we'll see those examples. Good. So in addition to all those things, I know you guys all really, really excited that on these previous slides, you can actually increase the value of the property by 150 to 200K in value. And yes, we have seen that, because it's all about the presentation. Because everybody can agree that $1 million property in some central location, sometimes you can see them selling for 900, sometimes you see them selling for 1.1. Can we agree on that? I believe we can. Why one of them is selling for 900, one of them is selling for 1.1? It's both of them 3-bedroom. The reason is what's inside. How does it look? Are you going inside and you all excited? It's like, oh, that's really nice, and you like fall in love with the place and you love it. That's the value. That's the difference. Okay, now this is for the advance. It's not easy to do, but it is possible. Not every property you can do it. Most properties you cannot do. So this is my number one most favorite thing, is adding bedrooms. I love it. It works so well if it's possible, because that really give you the turbojet boost to the property, and it makes a massive conversion of the property. So on a budget of between 70K to 100K, and that's about full do-up, plus adding bedroom, plus moving things around. It could be that some of the kitchen moves, bathroom moves, things moving around, all in the same property, of course. I'm not talking about adding second bathroom, because those things definitely it's possible, but it needs a consent. It goes through a different process. So we have seen a lot of cases that it does affect the value of the property between 200 and 300. Yep. So what needs to be done? Adding a bedroom in this package, full kitchen, full bathrooms. And I'm not talking about like going to the cheap, yucky things that are like falling apart, and we buy a set of oven and hob for like, $500, and they just look cheap. And the kitchen, you open the door, it goes like bang, and it feels it. Definitely not. Good quality mid-range. That's the key. Don't spend cheap money, because you won't get it and things will not last. And we'll see it. So removing all the wallpapers, plastering, painting, making everything nice and smooth and skinny. So all of those definitely transferred the property. Switches, heat pumps, new hot water cylinder, new switchboard. So we don't save anything. We do everything that is necessary, because when you walk into the property, what you need to feel that it's a brand new home. Everything is nice, it's clean, it's smooth. Like you walk inside and it's like 2-bedroom becomes 3, or 3 become 4, and it feels right. It feels smooth. It feels like it's always been there. So adding a bedroom, it could be very tricky. You can devalue the property if it hasn't been done properly. But when you do it properly, someone will walk in and they will never even know that it used to be 2-bedroom. They just don't know, because it's been done so nice, so lean, so smooth. Like you start from scratch. Then talking about the flooring, new tiles in the bathrooms, carpet in the bedrooms, laminated flooring in the living room, dining room, kitchen. That's like a really nice combination. It is more costly, but it gives a really nice result. Premium. Definitely do some external work. Now, I, as an engineer, I'm a manufacturing process engineer, and I like data. I like numbers. I like math. So I have a database of 150 jobs, and I accumulate all the numbers and all that data. So the interesting thing that I came across, when you spend that amount of money and you add a bedroom and you do a full do-up and you have a really good layout, on average this is an amazing number, that on every dollar you spend, you're getting 3.6 back on average. That's kind of roughly on a big statistics, big database of jobs that we have done. Some got more, some got less. Now, it's not like a guarantee formula, but that's the average that I got, and I can prove it. So that's like an amazing investment. If you tell me, look, James, you put $1 here, I give you 3.6 back. You know what? I would even buy property. I would be investing in doing renovation in your property and getting the gain back. Amazing. I'll put 100K, walk away with 360. Yes, we've seen that many times. So that's an amazing investment. The return on investment is just insane, and it's great, and you get so many benefits. Better rent, better property, easy to sell, easy to live in it. It's just amazing. So there's another thing is a common question that people always ask me is, what about adding a second bathroom? Like, just let's say the house is okay, this bathroom is okay, kitchen is okay, I just want to add a second bathroom. How much value does it really add? So if you're spending between 30 and 50K for adding a second bathroom, now some of you guys will say, 50K for a second bathroom? Isn't that a little bit too expensive, James? Now let me answer that. Sometimes it could be less, sometimes it could be more, because when you add a second bathroom, where are you going to put it? You need to cut this room a little bit short. You need to cut this one. You need to take some of the laundry. You need to convert it. You need to block a door. You need to put a window. There's many things that need to be done. After that, all the flooring need to be changed. All the walls from all around this area need to be changed. The carpets now, they don't fit. So it's not just a bathroom, it's a bathroom and everything around it that is getting affected. Does it make sense? Yeah. So value-wise, that could be adding about 60 to 80K in value. So if you look at the market and finding a 3-bedroom with 1 bathroom, comparing to similar property, 3-bedroom with 2 bathroom, the value between them could be somewhere between 60 and 80. So if you invest that money, that's kind of what you can get as a return. I know you guys have a lot of questions and all those bits and pieces, so just bear with us all the way to the end, and we will get to all of those as much as we can. So the investment of adding a 2nd bathroom is not as amazing as the example that we've seen before. Only if someone really needs it and says, look, this is my house, I want a 2nd bathroom, I don't really care about the value, whatever it is, but we need a 2nd bathroom, that is fine. But if you do it just for the purpose of adding value, there's more and better ways to add value. I hope it makes sense. Okay. Yeah, so sorry, that's the text. So we kind of covered that one. So now adding a 2nd bathroom, by the way, if you have a 2-bedroom property and you want to have 2 bathrooms, I would say forget about it. Don't bother even, because it's really not going to add much more value, because it's too much of a small house for having 2 bathrooms. If you have a 3-bedroom and you have 1 bathroom, that's kind of marginally, it's not quite necessary, because 3-bedroom, 1 bathroom is fine. If you really insist, maybe adding a little toilet in the laundry room, maybe. But if you have a 4-bedroom, only 1 bathroom, it's kind of a must to really add, because it's almost like a standard, but old houses have only 1 bathroom. So yes, it is recommended to add a 2nd one. Don't forget that when you add a bathroom, it's a job that needs a consent. You need to go through the book. The consent itself will cost you anywhere between 6 and 8, with architect, city council, taxes, and all the rest of it. And then, of course, you have the project on top of it. And the layout of the property needs to accommodate somehow to add a bathroom. Now, if you want to get out of the square, out of the property itself to extend the house, this is where the really, really big money is kicking in, and I don't think it's really worth it. Right, landscape. Landscape helps a lot. Decking, landscape, external painting, and all of those things. So I believe, and from what I have seen, between 20 and 40K on a budget could really transfer the property from just okay to wow, an amazing property. Now, 20 to 40K, it's not actually a really big budget to do an amazing landscape. It's just okay to tidy it up, doing some pavers, fences. It's not a big budget, by the way, for landscaping, because it's a big area. So definitely the impression changes a lot, the driveway and all of that. So all the appearance of the house, you're going to have a nice big deck, instead of having like this soggy grass that you just can't stand into it. Funny things, like I'm actually talking now from my men's shed. I'm in my little men's shed because the house is 20 meters over there. So this is my little getaway place, just so you can see. Reason I'm showing that to you, there's only one little problem, because for me to get here, I'm just starting to do, I have some pavers, but it goes through some pavers, some grass, and then into the house. So because it rains all the time, and in some situation when it rains, I can't even get here because it's all muddy and yucky. So I'm going to spend another 5K and do it properly. So when this section is going to be connected to the rest of the house in a much more comfortable way, I'm going to use it more because I will have easier access. So it brings us to the point that decking, pavers, and making the outdoor area more usable increase the functionality, increase the value, increase the fun, and it just gives you better utilized outdoor area. And of course, paving, gardening, planning, and all of that. Okay. Now some really nice, cool live examples. So those are jobs that we have done them. This one we've done about, I think it was end of last year. This year was a bit awkward with this. Well, all of the last 2 years has been awkward with start and stop and working. And so this is going to be a real example. This is the address. It's a real address and it's a real property and the numbers are real. So I'll tell you all about it. Okay, looking at the photos, bathroom, kitchen. It's a unit, good size unit in Mount Eden. How does it look? Would you have a wash in this bath? Honestly, I don't have a dog, but if I would have a dog, okay, I'll be okay to wash my dog there, but it definitely doesn't look like a honeymoon suite, does it? Same with the kitchen, like, goodness. It's probably functional. It's not fun. I wouldn't be enjoying having, my, a barbecue party there and having people. It's just, and they have a carpet in the kitchen. Amazing. So have heaps of potential and we can definitely do better, and we have done. Now, here's a little quiz for everyone. I can't see, but I'm going to give you 5 seconds and I'm going to be quiet for 5 seconds. This is the layout as it is. I'm going to reveal the new layout, but I'm going to give you 5 seconds or 10 seconds for you to figure out how you can add value, what you can do, how you can utilize the space in a slightly better way. Now, you need to practice on this, and the better you practice, the better you can find better deals or getting or utilizing the layout. Okay, here you go. 5-10 seconds.
A few moments later.
What we have done, we have made the kitchen into a bedroom. We blocked off the wall. We put a nice kind of a L-shaped, more compact but utilized kitchen, and we have some really nice trick that I'll show you shortly. We have moved that tiny little separation wall, so we made that laundry area a bit smaller. We just made like a walkway to walk to the back. We took in that little space toward the bathroom. Okay, we left the toilet separate because it's on a 3-bedroom. It's good to have the toilet separate, but we made the bathroom slightly more bigger. It was really very fine tweaks to make it work. We took the bath out. We put a shower, washing machine, and vanity. Okay, and let's have a look. Right, so this is the living room as it was beforehand. Okay, remember, this is a unit, central location. It's in a very high density area. So you're not talking about like a house in the middle of nowhere that there's lots of space and people want like a whole Taj Mahal and formal dining room. This is a compact unit in the middle of Auckland. So that's why it works for that location. So what this have been converted for? Okay, drums. Now, I can hear the wow coming. Okay, so same space. We blocked off the door, put a nice kitchen, all fits beautifully nice there. And so what I've done is something really, really cool that I'm excited about it. And so I've done like a mobile island that is made out of, it's like a part of the kitchen, same bench top, same thing, but it's actually mobile. You can see those little wheels underneath it. So the cool thing about it, you can actually move it and put it next to the window, next to the dishwasher. You can put it next to the cooking. You can put it anywhere. So you can actually play with the way the kitchen build, depending on what the person wants and feels. Or you can just have it in the middle. There's still enough space for a couch and TV where the heat pump is. So it's still big enough. It's not, enormously big, but it's very, very functional and it looks nice and sleek and modern. Remember this kitchen? Beautiful, isn't it? Oh, I love the carpet. I love the carpet. Imagine yourself walking on this carpet with barefoot. It's probably going to be sticky. Ooh. Ta-da! Would anyone ever guess this used to be a kitchen? I wouldn't. The bathroom. Beautiful. It's like history happening in front of you. And that's what it turns to. It was a bit hard for me to take a nice big wide angle, but as you can see here, so what we've done a little bit slightly different than the layout that we've seen there. So as you walk in, you have on the right-hand side a really nice long vanity, mirror, tiles, and all the rest of it. Next to it, there's a space for a washing machine and a dryer on top if you wish. And as you turn to the left, you have a nice good size shower and a bit of a gap and a heated towel. So all of this fits beautifully. When you look at this, it looks just like any other bathroom. Doesn't look anything special. But again, the photo doesn't give it justice. The numbers, right? So this property has been purchased, and we've done it end of last year. Purchase price $872,000. The renovation value focus. So this is what I'm calling, like, it's not just a renovation, it's value focus. We spend good time to see what is the minimum we can do to get maximum impact without going and doing radical changes and moving all the walls and move to this and that. You need to remember, some things are exempt, you can do them, and some things that you do them, you're touching like supporting wall, bracing wall, all those kind of things, they will trigger a building consent. And that means that the renovation will be longer, and that means that things will be more expensive and longer. And yeah, so anyway, the new valuation is 1.15, and that is like an enormous, beautiful value increase for $270,000. It's 31%. So while some people buying some properties and they speculate that the price will go up, and that's fine, it probably will, and you're waiting for a year or 2 years or 3 years, depending if you are on the boom time or if it's a flat market, it could be even a slightly drop. So this is about 31%, and that's happening in about 5.5, 6 weeks. So how many of you people earning or increasing the value of your property or making $270,000 in 1.5 months, in 6 weeks? Amazing, 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 amazing. And it works. And the bank respect it. And it just works because in this market and in those type of properties, you can find 3-bedroom to that brand new condition in that area, and they are selling for 1.15. End of story. Believe it or not, it works. Wait for it. This is not the whole thing. Rent. So this is an investment property that my client have done. Beforehand, it was rented for $480. And honestly, the condition that was there, even $480 is like, you need to have a special people that will be okay with that. They need to be very basic, low type of hygienic, they don't care about it, and they will rent it for that amount of money. And are they going to pay the rent? The new rent after the renovation was $680, and I tell you what, it's been snapped in 1 week. It gone so quickly. It went to the market. We hooked them up with property lighting people, and they got the whole property with a set of nice photos, and it's been gone in 1 week time. This is $200 per week. Now, for all of you guys that are stressed, what shall I do? The new rules kicking in, and I want to increase it. Normal rent is going by 3% every year, give or take. So that's what, $20? For you to get $200, you need to wait what, 10 years? But doing it smartly, you can actually increase by $200. You're actually saving 10 years. You're compressing them to 6 weeks. That's beautiful, beautiful, amazing. So it's actually increasing of the rent by 42% in no time. It's just beautiful and you get a great valuation, great rent, And you can use this extra cash to pay your taxes or to use it as a deposit, pay down your loan or anything that you can choose for, or pay the interest. Great. Second example. Nile Road, Milford. Yep, another property. This property is also basic. Doesn't look too bad. Single bedroom, 50 square meter property. Nile Road on Milford. If people don't know, it's like really nice, really good streets attached to all the hospitals and shops and the North Shore. It's really nice, and Milford is a very premium place. Great people, amazing school, all diesel 9 and 10. So really, really good location. Location is amazing. My client bought it just on the first lockdown of the COVID-19. I use this as an example. I have much more fresh examples, but this is just what we've done there. It just will blow your mind. So watch it. Okay, this used to be 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. So as you walk in, you see there's a living room. You can see the kitchen. You can see the bedroom on the left side here. And you can see the bathroom. Now, I want to trigger your thinking part of the brain. Again, 10 seconds. Let's take 3 answers. What are you going to do here? Now, the reason you need to think fast, because if you'll go to an open home and you see a property and I'll be there with you on that open home, I'll think quicker. I'll figure out, I'll crack the equation. I'll be putting an offer before you will think about it, and I'll buy the property. So 10 seconds, go.
Few moments later.
Spend more time, more thinking, and this job actually went with the consent because we need to get it right, and there was a few things that have triggered the consent, and that's fine, nothing wrong with that, except that it takes like 3 months and you're getting older, and it's just like way more complicated and frustrating. And anyway, I'll stop here. You got the point? Here we go. So have a very, very close look. So what we've done here is a bit radical. So bathroom become a bedroom. You can't see here, but the bathroom walls, some of the walls, we have actually moved them and make that room slightly bigger. You can't really see on the model. The bathroom have went to the back of the kitchen because we don't need such a massive space. The kitchen wall, the wall between the kitchen and the living room, we took it out, and that was a supporting wall. That's why we need to go through a consent and go through the whole lot, and that's okay. We there was some supporting walls and beams, and we put them all into the ceiling. That was way much more difficult for us to do. We could have put a beam underneath it, but we actually, by customer, they're really good. They can see the vision, and we actually did it properly. We made a little hallway to connect to that room. So so it's a bit of a tricky one. There's a space for the fridge, space for the washing machine, all inside of cabinets and bits and pieces. So remember this photo here? That's the one we need to take off. So the magic that happened is coming now. Yes, it is the same property. Yes, it's the same location, and it's the same angle of the picture that we took from the same place. Again, we'll go one step here. You can't see the heat pump, but it's on the corner there. Same angle, same location. And that's what you got. You got a beautiful unit, apartment style, very nice, very modern. You have a breakfast bar, massive bench top, beautiful kitchen, heaps of lights, amazing high quality flooring, because you never buy a cheap laminate flooring because they don't last. And we open up the whole wall. There's beams on the ceiling, council inspection, passed the CCC, COC, everything is passed and got approved. And beautiful. I'll be more than happy to bring friends there to have some drinks and having like a dinner party. I just can't bring 50 people, but I can have 5 people. Location is primo. Remember this bathroom that used to be kind of, before? You see the window? And here we go. Same place. I promise you. Same window. You can even see this little black latch on the window. We go back here, you can even see that we changed the glass. We didn't change the window. Beautiful. You have wardrobe. You have another bedroom. It's another person to sleep in, for a roommate, for someone to share. Beautiful. And here's the bathroom. Nobody have any issue having and enjoying a shower here. Beautiful LED mirror. This is like my signature. Amazing vanity shower tiles. Just great. But this is even more beautiful. Numbers. This is where you need to get excited. Purchase price, $540. Reno was about $69. New valuation, $750. That's after we finished the valuation. Not today, it passed the $800. So we have actually added $141,000 in value. That is 38% increase. You don't need to wait for a full cycle. It just happened over 2 months' time. So the old bedroom used to be rented for $375. The new one is a 2-bedroom, beautifully done, $550. Guys, it's an increase of $175,000 in no time. Who can complain about that? So it's actually, the increase of the rent is by 47%. This is almost double. It's almost 50% above. Amazing. Let me tell you. So I mentioned, so what happened is that someone from Sky TV, Face TV, they heard about what we're doing, and they said, look, James, we come have a chat because we want to do a TV show about renovation and adding value. They actually had a different name. And we started to have, so there's 8 episodes so far, and each episode is about like an amazing job that have with all the customer experience and what you've done. So there's actually an episode about this property because it was such a mind-blowing. And this is the guy here. His name is Shai, and he's the owner of the property. And so there's an episode that talks all about it, and I'll share that thing with you on the end. So what are the best way to add value to a property? So this is like a very, very kind of, quick summary. Adding a bedroom, if possible, plus full do-up, it works every single time. If you are good for the budget, if not, we have this gentleman here, and Keith, and he'll help you to get the budget. But definitely full do-up plus a bedroom, if it's possible. In most cases, it's not possible, but sometimes it is. Open kitchen plan and dining room. This is like well-known, always helps to improve the value. Designing a good functional and modern kitchen. So great kitchen, nice design. Everybody is falling in love with that one. The first investment property that I've purchased, it was a single bedroom, same as this one, but it had a brand new kitchen. And every time in the auction room that he would show the photo of the kitchen, and everybody look at the kitchen, is like, oh, that's so nice. And the hand went up, $5K more. I probably spent about 40, 50K in this auction because the price keep going up. Every time you show the photo of the kitchen, it's like, oh, stop showing the photo of the kitchen. So everybody got excited from the kitchen, and the price went up. Kitchen sells. Modernizing the bathroom, creating a good indoor-outdoor floor. Sometimes you can, cut, put a range slider, open it up. Improve the outdoor area. Definitely, don't miss it. Lights, and more lights, always good. And flooring. You need to have good flooring. Don't go for like a cheap, nasty carpet and flooring that doesn't hold water and they will puff it. So good flooring. Those things, magic formula, always works. Now, we did come across, I've seen hundreds of properties on open homes of properties of customers. Customers call me, say, James, look, we have a problem. This is what happened. What you can advise? So I've seen a lot of mistakes happening. We're trying very, very hard, and we're spending a lot of thinking and cost to avoid mistakes. So number one is all these cheap jobs that everybody wants cheap, they always coming expensive on the long run. You don't maximize the value, you don't maximize the reliability of the property. After 1 or 2 years renting it, it's not going to last and it's not going to hold very well. We saw people doing illegal activity, illegal stuff, things that need the consent. They have missed the consent. They added a bedroom, bathroom, and they thought, yeah, that'll be fine. And then I'll ask for a COA. Guess what? It's been rejected. They try to sell the property. They try to revalue the property. They try to rent the property. Not talk about cheeky tenants that now trying to figure out that, oh, there's some illegal activity here. We're living in an area that is not consented. Yeah, we want our money back. You all heard about this. So be very careful. Insurance claims. If they'll see that things have been done and it's not been done properly, your insurance claim might not be accepted. So do it once, do it right, and get it over with. That's what I always like to say to people. Don't do anything that needs that without consent, that need a consent. Always use great people. Don't go for the cheaper people. They will be reliable, do the job on time, and you get the certificates from all those tradies. It's really important. You need to understand definitely all the scope of work, and you need to see the full picture. So we saw lots of people starting renovation. They start, they stop, they're doing something themselves. Sometimes this guy comes like a bit of like a hobby thing, and it just lasts for 6 months. Lots of grief. Families getting into arguments, and he just doesn't finish it properly. He does the tiling himself. It looks bad. It just you need to see the big picture, do the job, run it through. Don't do changes while it happens because it's always bad. Don't do anything on charger base. This is like a well-known trick. If someone says, yeah, don't worry, I'll look after you, we'll do it on a charger because you're going to save much more time, much more effort because honestly, it never comes cheap. I saw big jobs on charge ups and people spend hundreds more than they wanted, and it sometimes end up in court. They don't pay, the builder get upset, he walks away, he smashed something on the way out, and it's just always bad. People that knows what they're doing and they have the confidence, yes, it's not for their benefit, but they will give you a fixed price if they know exactly what they're doing. People that don't have good confidence, they say, mate, we open up this. Sometimes you have surprises, but okay, it's reasonable. They could be, but don't go on a charge up. That's it. Sorry for all the other people that will hate me for that, all the other tradies or contractors. Tough life. It's for the benefit of the customer. End of story. Renovating on a charger base, yeah. So, yeah, we talk about that. Scope of work. Having, I saw people that changing the scope of work. Let's put the kitchen here. No, let's move it here. I had a customer. He was a very nice guy, but he couldn't make up his mind. That's where we started. We put a wall between the bathroom and the bedroom. And he said, James, I think the bathroom is too small. Let's move the wall. Okay, we move the wall. More cost. I think now the bedroom looks a bit small. Let's move the wall again. Okay. So we moved the wall 3 times. Those things don't happen anymore. It just took lots of, wasn't great. Don't do it. Don't buy cheap materials and then understand definitely the what needs consent and what don't need consent. So those are common mistakes people are doing, and they're getting burned, they're getting frustrated, they will hate the property, it's become too hard. Don't do it. Converting that to my best tips. So who wants to get my best tips of the best of me, what I learned in the last 10 years, being in the industry, having my engineering and process mindset, and that's the best I can give you. First of all, the best return on investment, if it's your own property or if it's your own home, it's the renovation. If you walk up the numbers, and even based on what we've shown you and what you'll have experienced, this is the best investment. Because when you buy a property, you pay 1 million, 1.5. It's a price, you can't change it. But the return on investment from renovation is what we have seen as to be the best. Now, when you do the renovation, don't think cheap, cost, quickly. It will all go bad. It goes bad. Always have the mindset of, is it going to last 30 years? If it's not going to last 30 years, don't do it. Do it properly. So always think, whatever I do, this step, this kitchen, this carpet, is that good enough, reliable enough? Will it last? That's the question. Don't buy cheap appliances. Oh my goodness. So many stories. I won't bore you. There's no parts. The service is bad. They close the shop. They close the production line. The factory have, just don't. Good appliances, good warranty, good manufacturer. Yes, it'll be more expensive, but we had a cheap oven. The button broke. We couldn't find the button. We need to change all oven. That's what happened. But if I buy a brand name, yes, they have parts. All the cheap and nasty, non-professional, very cheap people that will give you a really good price and cashy, don't do cashy because there's no warranty. Definitely. Cashy is always go against you. You can't claim anything. Yeah. Anyway, those people, you won't get the best value, the best work from them. So don't use the cheapest people or the cheapest codes, because if they'll be great people, they won't charge that much. The fact that they can give you a really basic prices because that's what they're worth. You don't want to go to a dentist to do a filling for $10, would you? I wouldn't. Too scary. Surround yourself with the best people, best team, best support, best people, advisors, brokers, friends, insurance, anything. So the team that you have around you and the people and your friends, they will determine and they will guide you to where your future is going to be. Get the great people, great team around you. All the people that will demotivate you and say, no, don't talk to them. This is a general good. Have a good vision, imagination, think outside of the box when you want to do great renovation, increasing the value. Don't just go to a straight one-to-one. Really think it through. Good imagination will really take you a long way. All the potential of the increasing value. So definitely potential and increasing value. That's the name of the game. Health and safety, ventilation, lights, and heating. All those things are really, really important. I always do more than the standard, more than the minimum requirement. Chuck, put a second heat pump in the master bedroom. Yes, it's another $2,000, but people will appreciate. You can charge more rent for it. You can enjoy a better dry house. So definitely health and safety, really important. So remember that if you have a dog house, you're going to have dogs living in it. So I don't want, dogs in my properties. So make it into 5-star hotels. You get great people. They will enjoy it. They earn good money and they always pay the rent. So I always go to premium tenant, premium properties in all of my 10 plus properties. Then that's that, because that's what's going to appeal to them. Definitely don't do anything awkward, don't do anything illegal, and the best thing is just do it once, do it right, no shortcut, get over with. So stick to those rules. I promise you, you will not go wrong. You will not go wrong, and you'll bless me for many years when you think about, okay, I'll just grab this item because it's better, more reliable, rather than going for a cheap one. And yeah. First house I've done my own renovation. I put a cheap mixer tabs I bought in some exhibition. I thought I did a great deal. It's a mixer that goes inside of the wall. Every time I open up the shower, the mixer was so bad, it kind of hums, it kind of whistles. So every time I had a shower, it sounds like, gee, and you can't change it. That's it. It's inside of the wall. The wall has been closed off. That was such a bad experience. So take a picture of this one, and I want you to really think about this one. This is what I call my renovation law. So please take a picture with your phone or on the screen. I'll give you this quickly, but you think about it because it's a bit more philosophical and it's quite a little bit deep, but it's true. And it's the bitterness of the poor quality renovation will remain long after the sweetness of the low price is forgotten. So yes, you'll be enjoying the sweetness of a cheap renovation that you've done, but you'll be suffering and it will be bitter for a very long time with the quality of the renovation. So you can't have it. If you look at this chart, if you want to have good, cheap, and fast, Is it possible? It's not possible. You can only have two of them. If you want it to be fast and cheap, it's going to be low quality. So just follow those things and read it a few times, and you see that it will make sense to you. It took me a long time to figure it out. It works. Right. So kind of coming close to the end. Thank you very much for keeping out with us. So pretty much this is what we are. This is what I advise you guys to do, is to increase the value of the property. If you need our help, more than happy to help you guys. This is kind of how we help, and this is the style that we work. So we are like a one-shop stop. We taking the full project. We looking after the whole thing from the beginning till the end as a one-shop stop. I'm an investor. We understand about investment property. That's what we do every single day, and about the equity. We always work on a fixed price and a fixed duration. This is something we're very famous for, and we stick to our numbers and to our duration. The duration could finish plus minus, 2-3 days, depending on the complexity, but it's not going to be, We have a full team of 54 people that we have everyone on our board: electrician, plumbers, carpets, anything. So everything, and we have it. So we're helping lots of homeowners, property investors to pretty much become much more wealthy and do the properties. And the exciting thing is that I like numbers. I mentioned that. On average, I do my own statistics. We have managed to increase the value of the property, of investment property, by 193,000. That's the extra gain that our clients have got doing a smart renovation, a value focus. Lots of good, happy customers. It's about 150. We believe in five-star reviews. Only once I got 4-star review, and I was really, really moved because of it. So we're working very hard. It could only be 5-star reviews. We speak with the customers. If we can achieve what the customer wants, and we are both working on the same length, and we can actually make it happen, it could be successful. We will help the customers, and we will do the job. If we won't be able to satisfy the customer whatever he needs because of the reason and stuff, we might not be able to help him. So we have heaps of 5-star reviews on Facebook and Google, that those are real people and real reviews that everybody can see and enjoy them. We believe in technology. I'm a great believer in technology. Everything we do, there's a lot of technology. It's not word of the mouth. Everything we do, we have a special programs that managing all of our jobs. We have Gantt charts, we have in budgets, we have change orders. Nothing is going verbally. We're not coming to the end of the job. It's like, mate, there's another $5,000 on plumbing. That doesn't happen. That's a ripoff. If someone is doing for you, it's a ripoff. Everything we're doing, it's pre-planned, pre-budget, Gantt chart, change order. Every dollar that's going to be above what we agree goes through a change order. Customer sign against it. He knows what's happening. It will be discussed before it happens. So we are a big believer in that one. Well, everybody think that I'm in the renovation, changing toilet business or any of that thing, but it's not quite. What we are in the happiness business. So I got into doing renovation not because I wanted to. I did my own properties. I increased my own value. I was really focusing other friends and people that saw me and say, "Hey, James, can you help me?" And that's how the whole renovation team started. I never got to this as a builder or as a plumber or as someone just want to make money. We just started to help people, the word of the mouth, and that's what happened. So we are in the happiness business, and if our business is to make the customer happy. If I'm not getting a happy smile on the end of it, honestly, I have failed, and I don't even want to know about it, because it's all about making people happy, fulfilling their dreams, and making sure that we can actually help them. Okay, so here are the treats for today that you all been waiting for. Thank you for your patience, and I have 3 little treats for you guys. First of all, if you enjoy our contents, if you believe in what we say, and you think that it's so please take up a screenshot of this page. Go to our Facebook page. It's called the Renovation Team, and the reason it's called the Renovation Team because it's not about me. It's about a team. It's about a teamwork. All Blacks cannot win with one great player. It's a teamwork. That's why it's called the Renovation Team. It doesn't call James project manager. It's all about the teamwork. So you go to our Facebook page, Renovation Team. Go. There's lots of great examples like you've seen here. We like to show and share. Sharing is caring. If you enjoy the content, push the like button, and that shows me that you have enjoyed and you like it. And I'll give you, a nice free phone call conversation. We can talk about what are you doing, what are you trying to achieve. Ask me any question. It says 15 minutes, but if it's a nice conversation, it rolls. That's fine. Happy to talk about it. Second thing that I'm going to give you, so if you send me an email to James at the Renovation Team, I'll give you the email in a second. I will send you a copy of the journal magazine. I will send you a PDF copy that you can read the magazine and enjoy the article. The third thing, I'm going to send you also a link to the TV serial of adding value of that particular property that you have seen. And you can see the whole process in much more detail, how it happens, how does it look. It's amazing. It just shows how to make money pretty much. It's just amazing. So like the Facebook page, send me an email and you'll get all those things. So that's kind of coming toward the end. Take a picture of this one. This is my detail. This is my card. I can virtually give it to you. So we specialize in renovation. That's what we like. That's what we enjoy. Doing all, and it's James at the Renovation Team. We have our Facebook. This is our website that have all kind of great examples as well. And